catch all of that. Having a watch right now, real briefly. Right now the time is uh, 5:28. Right now I'm right here underneath the VBC Arena, charging my phone real quick. Uh, Trying to make sure I get a little juice on my phone. The battery was dead. I'm up to about 13%. Let it sit over here. But just real quick to walk through real fast so I can show you the things that interested in being able to do real quick. Let's see here. Cause I'm saying all that because there are two bicycle officers who have made a round through here like about 3 times now. Yeah, I've seen them come through about 3 times now this direction. I definitely don't want to be targeted in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's something that is definitely right now gonna have to find out. I am going to have to get with um, civil services, definitely department, uh, Homeland Security here, and going to have to find out about being able to have ultrasound video footages in order to find out to see what's being communicated for real. If I have to subpoena the footages, I'll just have to subpoena the footages. But I've been having to try and find out and see what's going on. We'll be able to pull all dispatch calls, black boxes, body cameras, and car cameras, and so being able to find out like what's being communicated, what is communicating. You know what I'm saying? We have to see if they're under any kind of where they're communicating with one another, anything concerning myself. I am in the midst of being followed a great deal now. I'm starting to acknowledge and recognize that that is definitely happening right now, and so I hate for that to happen. I just have to go ahead and acknowledge and address it. Did have to post one day about the Davidians following. I've seen a lot of that frequently take place, especially when I go anywhere between like Books a Million and been over in this location a couple times. So I know it's a young man or two or three. They know by now. They've been on the videos way too much, like ridiculously. I had to address a thing very briefly at the shelter about the women coming in and out of the bathroom while I'm in there, and they call themselves trying to tell on me being in the bathroom, saying that man's in there. So I had to address what's being communicated or what's happening, what's going on, because it came a point where I would come sit down at a table and they all would jump up and go to another table when I sit down to eat with them. So I was like, this is just, something very foolish. And let me say it the right way, because I'm saying it the wrong way. Be blatant, be straight up with you. I identified and I recognized that, it had been where it was being imposed upon one another to try to act a certain way towards me. So I identified that already. But you know what I'm saying? It became a different matter once you're in the bathroom and now you're hearing the young lady on the outside saying to the attendant, that man's in there again and stuff. So now you're looking like, what is going? You're looking like, wait. Let me address it. I have to, let me go on out here and make sure everybody understands what's happening here, what's going on, who I am, and what is happening. So I came on out to make sure they all were addressed in terms of you being a federal victim and witness, you being in the area, getting ready to get custody of your children. You're not here to try to you're not trying to be any kind of in any kind of contention. And so I was letting them know, that basically, long story short, I was letting them know, um, whatever whatever discussions or everything is happening, just come talk to me. I said, let me know, but I don't know what's happening. I said, in case y'all are in the midst of doing anything where it's like some attempt to try to get you out of here or something like that, or being derogatory, or trying to, basically, long story short, I was letting them know, you know, that I am somebody right now in the midst of getting ready to get custody of my children, and I've had to come up behind shootings, a number of shootings. So I was letting them know I'm not somebody who's in the midst of playing with anybody. You know what I mean? So I'm not somebody who would dishonor or disrespect, a next or fellow adult. I would have approached the person, let them know what it is I need to tell them, and let that adult go head on, make the decisions that adult needs to make, to get their step together or whatever they need to do and move on out from amongst a perimeter or whatever, if that were the case, you know what I'm saying? But if that's not the case, I wouldn't be somebody who was trying to create a matter when it wasn't any there. So I didn't want to be in the midst of some kind of form of where they were starting to harass people or anything like that, so I had addressed everything, showed them all the paperwork, make sure they understood. I don't know, I think I had the paperwork on me at the time, but I made sure they understood who I was, what I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. So, that was the end of that for the most part. I was out of the shelter for about like a day or two after that, 2, 3 days after that. It's just been a lot of stuff. Got a shooting I got to be able to address. There's a officer's vehicle there going back up over. So I see that. It just went over there. Uh, I saw an officer who came into the post office as I was leaving, went to check his mail, I guess mailbox, but I saw another one that rolled back behind the Von Braun Center. I worked here, and I never knew of any of that taking place, but it's a whole lot of move about right now that's concerning the PD right now. And I today was trespass from the Huntsville Comprehensive Career Center. And so it was an attempt, I guess, obviously, to me. Yeah. So uh, it's been stated to me, obviously, that my email to the I had to contact the Alabama Department of Labor and let them know. I had made a video about that already. But anyway, I just see a lot of activity going on, so I'm having to go ahead and make a video. So let me do this real quick. Anything further happen, I'll let you know further.